Well, hello Norwest. It's great to be back with you again. Pete Stedman here, Senior Minister at Norwest. And that's been another strange week, actually strange days in that strange week, hasn't it? So I wanted to start by letting you know a few things that have been going on for our family. So the kids are now all at home. I went home there today and had lunch, and they were working away, which was amazing. Bree's now home with them. And so she's stepped back, still working from home as she's able. Pretty much what's going on for many of you, I'm sure. But it's been making me think, I wonder how long it'll take for this really weird season to start to feel normal before we then revert back to what was normal. Who knows, but it's all very weird. Now, 4 things to bring before you today. We hope this is helpful. So here's what they are. New communications moving forward. Our live streamed Sunday services, I want to talk to you about that as a second thing. I want to talk to you about the implications of this ever-tightening shutdown that we're feeling and seeing night by night. And then finally I want to finish by talking about those who give cash to the postbox. Okay, so 4 things. New comms, first one. So this video that I'm making now, it's Wednesday, this is going to become our Wednesday video. It's going to become a regular feature where each week on a Wednesday you're going to get a video like this from James, Craig or me, letting you know some details of some things that are going on, some things that are happening, and saying g'day. Now, our Thursday email is going to continue. So that's our normal mode of communication, and what's going to happen there is that we will then send out that email tomorrow, which will have more of the details that we've touched on the Wednesday video to you. I also want to let you know that we're going to be using Facebook more and more. We've taken advice that Facebook's actually an excellent place to have an online community gather. Now that has meant that some of us have needed to sign up. It's been painful, but it'll be fine for you, and it's a whole new world for all of us. So you do what you have to do in these seasons, and I'm certainly doing that as well. More details about that tomorrow too. There are new comms. Let me talk to you about our Sunday services. Church is going to look a bit different again this week compared to last. Now, last week was fabulous. It was incredibly stressful, but so much fun. And that service was all filmed down in our auditorium and pulled together by about 15 of us. But with the new government recommendations, we can't do that now. We can't gather in those numbers. We can't actually gather and pull together a service that is live streamed in that way all together. So we need a new strategy again. And so that new strategy, we are moving to Facebook Live. We're going to be experimenting with what can help us have the richest fellowship possible on a Sunday as we gather in our families on our devices. So I want to let you know our Sunday services will continue to have live components, Q&A and things like that, and the feedback on that was great, so thanks for those who have enjoyed that. But I want to also let you know that there's going to be some pre-recorded parts as well, because it's just impossible for one person in their home by themselves to pull together a full service live and roll that out. We'll see how it goes. God's good. I didn't think last week would work, and it was amazing. So let's see what happens. The weekly email tomorrow is going to give you more details as to how you can join that and be a part of that. Okay, third thing, I want to talk to you about the shutdown that continues to get tighter and tighter upon us. I want to let you know that firstly, all our staff are now essentially off-site. You can see I'm not, but I won't be here for much longer. So essentially all our staff are now working from home, consistent with the advice and recommendations that the federal government is giving. Secondly, I want to say that when I spoke to you last week, everything was very new and up in the air, and we did not have a clear strategy for how we were going to be caring for our church moving forward. I'd be lying if I said that I have a crystal clear strategy right now, but it's clearer. We're getting there. And so I want to tell you the 3 components that we're putting in place to help care for our church, to help grow our church at this time. So firstly, Sundays, as always, remain the central part of who we are. They are just so important. And if you're not gathering online with us on a Sunday, you're not going to know what's going on. You can't gather with friends anymore, but you can still sing so your neighbours can hear. And the good news is they can't now come over and complain. So sing up, I reckon. Number 2, community groups have never been so important. They are absolutely our networks of care here at Norwest. And I just want to say to all our community group leaders out there, you guys are doing an amazing job. and under very difficult circumstances. Our church is so blessed to have you stepping up the way you have over these last few weeks. Can I just say, if you're not in a community group and you're keen to join, there has never been a better time, and a whole bunch of people have done that. Please email James and then we'll go from there. Thirdly, the staff here at Norwest have taken the 400 families and individuals that call Norwest home and divide them into 10 groups of 40. Little churches, if you like. And each pastor on staff here, James, Craig and me, but then the extended staff team, are going to take responsibility for a church of 40. So please expect an email with the pastor introducing themselves to you in the next little while, and then you'd be right to expect a number of phone calls in the weeks to come. Just people ring up saying, how are you going? How can I pray? How can I help? We just want to walk with you through this. Now, that's not to say you can't get in touch with any of us at any time. Please do. But that's the strategy, and that's the way we think we can best span our church and care for our church at this time. Now, there are new strategies coming for how we're going to care for our youth and our kids, and how we're going to see our youth and kids grow at this time. It's not just how do we care for them and make sure they're okay, but how do they grow in Christ? Those strategies will start to be fleshed out in tomorrow's weekly email for you. One more thing on this. If you need help accessing our digital media, or you know someone who does, either getting on Facebook or streaming our services, please call the office. Now, there's a roving tech team. We've talked about that. They're not really roving anymore, but they are sitting by waiting for your call. Not quite, but they'll be in touch. They'll pick up the phone and they will walk you through what you need to do so you can actually get online and feel like you're a part of this. And we don't want anyone to feel like they can't do that. It's really important that we all do it. All right, final thing to say. For those who give cash in the post box, and there's a fair few of you, you can't do that anymore. So can I ask that you reach out to the office just to ask them and to get some advice from them about the best way how you can ensure that money lands in our accounts, which we really need. So that they might be able to help you think through direct debit or other things like that. But just get in touch with them and then we can go from there. Brothers and sisters, we are praying for you all. We may be in our homes, but we are looking to serve you and care for you in any way we can, in any way that's helpful. Please just reach out to us. Let me finish with the words of Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, though the earth give way. We don't need to be fearful, for the King is on the throne. God bless you, Norwest. See you online on Sunday.